Yesterday, I gave Meghan McCain a lot of credit for her critique on Michael Bloomberg, but of course, she turned around and disappointed again today when she went after AOC and basically had her answer for the Bernie Sanders campaign and this whole false narrative of Bernie bros. Let's take a look.
The one thing that connects women on the left and women on the right, I have found at least a lot of guest hosts, a lot of guests that have come on over the 3 years I've been here, is the abuse that we have all been subjected to by Bernie bros. It is by far, of anything I've ever done in my entire life, the most violent, the most misogynistic, the most sexist, the most harmful. My mother has cried over doctored photos Bernie brothers have sent me, and I'm just one story. He has a real problem, and I don't think that he's doing enough to tamper it down. If it were anyone, I'd say this has no representative of me. It's disgusting. It's vitriolic. And every time I see him talk about it, he's like, doesn't represent me, move on. You're an extremely powerful woman. How do you feel that he's attached to this deeply misogynistic, and I would go so far as to say violent sector of people?
So it's important to focus on her wording, her framing there. McCain used a lot of hyperbole. Now, who knows, maybe she'd argue that it's not hyperbole, but I would argue it absolutely is. She referred to Bernie bros as violent.
No,
that's crazy.
It's not arguable. It's not arguable. Oh, really, Meghan? Then show me one act of violence. Show me one act of violence. Because you just on national television smeared millions of people.
That's right.
And then you're pretending your feelings are hurt when you just said all these people are violent, that they do violence, that the people that are fighting to stop the endless wars, the people that are fighting for peace are somehow the most violent people. Well, that's a lie. So when I call you a liar, now you're gonna cry again, right, Meghan? Oh, did you know my dad is John McCain? Okay, I can't believe I get to call you violent. I get to call you trash. I get to call you all these things. But if you dare say, hey, that's not true, I'm gonna cry again. I don't care how much you cry, Meghan. I don't care. You have attacked us 1,000 times, including right there. Right there, we just saw it with our own eyes and filled with nothing but lies. But somebody says something mean about me online. I get to say mean things about you on television, day in, day out. I get to punch you in the face 1,000 times over, but you don't understand, I have power, I'm a person. You are not a person. And how dare you say something mean to me online? My mom cried. Meghan, okay, first of all, get over it. And why do I say that? Do I have the authority to say that? I don't know that anyone has ever been attacked online as much as I have. And you might say, oh, that's hyperbole. Yeah, maybe AOC, maybe Trump. I'm keeping it real, right? Maybe Bernie, etc. Obama, obviously the big figures. But we live online. We have tens of thousands of comments every single day. And half of them are, yes, actual threats of violence. Yes, they've actually put out our address. Yes, they've said unbelievable things that would make Meghan McCain's head explode about me. But I know that's the internet. I know that doesn't represent every single person who's a Republican. We're fair about it. We go, okay, there's monsters online, but they don't represent everyone, right? They go, oh, there's one person, I found one person, it's Bernie Sanders, it's his fault, and I'm gonna call everyone who supports Bernie Sanders misogynistic. Oh, please.
I love it.
You're a hack. You're the worst kind of hack. Did I offend you? Did I offend you? Oh my God. I'm so sorry, I should know my role. I'm not on powerful television, I'm not in the club, my dad's name is not McCain. Oh, Meghan, I'm so sorry. No deal, no deal. This time we fight back.
Damn, it's the Dead Sea in here, super salty. Jeez. Okay, so that was a good response to what Meghan had to say. I'm gonna be a little critical of how AOC handled this, and I'll let you watch the video first and then I'll tell you why.
And I think internet culture can often be very toxic, and whether we are cognizant of it or not, it nearly always concentrates on women, people of color, queer people. And we experience the brunt of it. And I think, I think that to a certain extent, we have to always reject hate, reject vitriol, and denounce that kind of behavior. Also, we also know the amount of anonymous activity that happens on the internet, and that simply is difficult. It is difficult to control when you have like a Twitter handle with a bunch of numbers on it with 2 followers that are lobbying vitriol at you. We don't know where that comes from, but I know that it doesn't.
I think he's done enough to try and stop it.
I think he works very hard. I think we send out messaging emails, and you know what? I've been subject to a lot of this stuff from all sorts of pockets from the internet.
He's got to do more.
Horrendous.
He's got to stand up and say it every day if he needs to.
Yeah.
Stop this. We're not accepting it. It's not good for us.
Cenk's about to explode, so let me just say one thing. I have a problem with how she kind of accepted the framing there. And I think that's unacceptable. Don't accept her framing. She's a bad faith actor, and it's not genuine critique or criticism. It's bad faith, and it drives me nuts. Go ahead.
So look, AOC's in a tough position there. They bring her on and they go, okay, now you represent all the misogynists, go. So now you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you say, no, it's not good, they say, oh, so you are one of the misogynists. What? I'm a woman, what are you talking about, right? So it puts AOC in an impossible situation. But now these are show trials where the McCarthyites bring you on and go, apologize, apologize, apologize. Every day you must apologize. Did you hear what Whoopi Goldberg said? Bernie Sanders is supposed to, in the middle of a presidential campaign, stop his campaign and every single day apologize for Twitter trolls that he has no idea even support him. But that is the standard for progressives. Now, does Hillary Clinton supporters have to apologize for all the terrible things they said about Bernie Sanders supporters and Bernie Sanders? No, she never has to apologize. Hillary Clinton herself is going on a tour attacking Bernie Sanders and saying personal insults like no one likes him.
Right, and
is she forced to apologize? No, because she's in the club. You don't get it, Cenk. Whoopi's in the club, Meghan's in the club, and Hillary's in the club. They're allowed to say anything they want about you. And so, but if we say, hey, can you not equate us with rando trolls? No, you must apologize every single day, right? Now, you say, hey, Cenk, you sound like you're raising your voice. That's very uncivil. Because we in the club, we do it civilly. See, watch, I'll do it like this. You're a misogynist, sexist piece of trash. And so is Bernie Sanders, and all of you supporters are. And you should all apologize for your existence every single day. See, I said it so civilly, right? So if you say it civilly like that and you say it 1,000 times on every television station, that doesn't count, right? So, but when we actually fight back, they're like, no, you're not allowed. They should know their role. It reminds me of the beginning of Gladiator. Why won't the people know that they are defeated? Because we're not defeated. That's right. Why you're going nuts right now. Because Bernie Sanders is winning. So that's why you do this extreme framing, this absurd attack where, last thing guys, have you ever gone on the internet? Meghan McCain? Have you ever seen conservatives on the internet? Who are you kidding? What kind of a joke are you? Conservatives on the internet are the worst people on earth.
I mean, just a few days ago, and I posted this on Twitter, some guy messaged me on Instagram and called me all sorts of names and then said that he and an armed militia are coming for me. Right, and then he had a bunch of gun pictures on his Instagram page. By the way, Instagram refused to do anything about his account. That's not even considered online bullying according to Instagram, right? So look, I get it. The Bernie supporters are the, well, actually guys, right? Like, let's keep it real, they are. Everyone hates being corrected. Everyone hates being called out when they're wrong. Jason Johnson especially doesn't like to be called out when he's wrong because it makes you look foolish. It makes you out to be, a hack in a lot of cases. And the dishonesty and the bad faith nonsense that's going on right now is something that, they want to be able to do without any type of pushback. And the Bernie supporters come out and say, well, actually, here's evidence of this, here's evidence of that. Here, I'm gonna do a rebuttal and show you why your attempts to smear him are ridiculous and in bad faith. And to them, that feels like an assault. Because again, we're well organized, there's a lot of us now, and people are informed, they're aware, and they're not buying this garbage in corporate media or among corporate elites.
So let's play their game. So it is not my logic, this is their logic. If Bernie Sanders has to apologize every single day for anything anyone online says that might or might not be a progressive, that might or might not back him, okay, well then Meghan McCain has to apologize for everything that a conservative has to say every single day. I get it. maybe 1,000, maybe 10,000. I don't know, I haven't counted, but every single day attacks online. So Meghan McCain, you must apologize for that every day. From conservatives.
Why isn't she doing enough?
She's not doing enough.
She's not doing enough.
Your attackers are racist, bigots, Islamophobes, anti-Semitic, sexist. They're the worst. Meghan, why won't you do something?
Something.
And Meghan, why didn't you apologize yesterday? Why didn't you apologize today? Why aren't you apologizing tomorrow, Meghan? And by the way, I'm not done. Whoopi, you too.
Yeah.
The establishment attacks us all the time. It says the most vile things. And Whoopi Goldberg is establishment 101. So Whoopi, in your infinite wealth and privilege, I need you to apologize every single day for everything wrong that any person who supports the establishment has ever said about us, anything vile and ugly. No, because I'm following your rules. Since you are part of the beloved establishment, and people that are connected to you have attacked us and said terrible things, I need an apology tomorrow, Whoopi Goldberg. If you don't do it, you're responsible. So Whoopi Goldberg and Meghan McCain are now responsible for everyone online. Wait a minute, Cenk, that's not fair. Exactly. But when you do it to Bernie Sanders, you think you're being clever. You're not at all clever. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.